Namaste, Hamesha Khush Raho Bitiya. My name is Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you thermal processing. Subject name is Unit Operations in Food Industry. Discipline is Food and Biotechnology. Now let's start the topic, thermal processing. Thermal processing is basically a physical method. Thermal processing is a commercial technique that is used to sterilize food through the use of high temperatures. The primary purpose of thermal processing is to destroy potential toxins in the food. The process does have limitations and its application must be carefully overseen by the authority who understand the importance of variables in regulating thermal processing. It is a food sterilization technique in which the food is heated at a temperature high enough to destroy the microbes or enzymes. The specific amount of time required depends upon the specific food and the growth habits of the enzymes or microbes. Both the texture and the nutritional content of the food may be altered due to the thermal processing. There are two main temperature categories employed in the thermal processing. One is pasteurization, second is sterilization. The basic purpose for the thermal processing of food is to reduce or destroy the microbial activity, reduce or destroy enzyme activity, and to produce physical or chemical changes to make the food meet a certain quality standard. For example, gelatinization of starch, denaturation of proteins to produce edible food. There are a number of types of heat processing employed by the food industry. Mild processes are blanching and pasteurization, and more severe processes are canning, baking, roasting, and frying. First of all, blanching. It is the primary purpose of blanching is to destroy the enzyme activity in fruits and vegetables. And it is not intended as a sole method of preservation, but as a pre-treatment prior to freezing, drying, and canning. Other functions of blanching are, it includes basically reducing the surface microbial contamination, softening vegetable tissues to facilitate filling into the containers, removing air from intercellular space prior to canning, and freezing and dehydration are insufficient to inactivate enzymes, and therefore blanching can be employed. Canning condition may allow sufficient time for enzyme activity, and enzymes are proteins which are denatured at high temperatures and lost their activity. Enzymes which cause loss of quality include lipoxygenase, polyphenol oxidase, polygaturonase, and chlorophyllase. Heat resistance enzymes include catalase and peroxidase. Blanching is carried out up to 200 degrees Celsius using hot water or steam at or near atmospheric pressure. Some use of fluidized bed blanchers utilizing a mixture of air and steam has been reported. Advantages include faster, more uniform heating, good mixing of the product, reduction in effluent, shorter processing time, and hence reduced loss of soluble and heat sensitive components. There is also some use of microwaves for blanching. Advantages include the rapid heating and less loss of water-soluble components. Disadvantages include high capital costs and potential difficulties in uniformity of heating. Over-blanching causes quality loss due to overheating, while under-blanching causes quality loss due to increased enzyme activity because enzymes activated and substrate released by the heat. The peroxidase test in vegetables is used to detect the enzyme inactivation. Then pasteurization. Pasteurization is a relatively mild heat treatment in which food is heated to less than 100 degrees Celsius, and it is widely used throughout the food industry and is frequently employed as a CCP in various CCP has a plans as a unit operation in food processing. It can be used to destroy enzymes and relatively heat sensitive microorganisms. In this regard, it is used to extend shelf life by several days. For example, milk or months, example, bottled fruits. The severity of treatment and resulting extension of shelf life is determined mostly by pH of the food. In low acid foods, the main purpose is destruction of pathogenic bacteria, while below pH 4.5, the destruction of spoilage microorganisms or enzyme deactivation is usually more important. Pasteurization is normally used for the destruction of all disease-causing organisms or the destruction or reduction in the number of spoilage organisms in certain foods, for example, vinegar. This is the some examples of convention pasteurization treatment in which time temperature combination is given for some food products. Sterilization. Sterilization is the removal of living microorganisms and can be achieved by moist heat, dry heat, filtration, irradiation, or by chemical methods. Compared to pasteurization, a heat treatment of over 100 degrees Celsius is applied for a period long enough to lead to a stable product shelf life. It is a controlled heating process used to completely eliminate all living microorganisms, including thermoresistant spores, in milk or other food. It can be achieved by moist heat, dry heat filtration, irradiation, or by chemical methods. Three primary methods of medical sterilization occur from high temperature or pressure and chemical processes. These are the plasma gas sterilizers, autoclaves, vaporized hydrogen peroxide sterilizers. After sterilization, an object is referred to as sterile or aseptic. This is a process of sterilization in which conventional food, that is raw food material and packaging material, they are feel and seal, then batch thermal or non-thermal food processing to achieve sterility, then they are cooled and self-stable food product. In aseptic food packaging, there is a thermal, non-thermal, basically food material is uh, raw food material is sterilized at alone, and then packaging material is sterilized alone, and then they in a continuous sterilized environment they are fill and seal, and then we get the self-stable food product. They are known as aseptic food. Sterilization with moist heat, temperatures generally range from 110 to 120 degrees Celsius, with sterilization times being from 20 to 40 minutes. For example, canned foods are sterilized in an autoclave at about 121 for 20 minutes, and higher temperatures and shorter times may have similar effects. For example, 134 degrees Celsius for 3 minutes. However, if conditions do not allow the germination of spores, lower temperatures and shorter times can also be applied. For example, with acid fruit juices, jam, or desserts, heating to 80 to 100 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes is normally sufficient. For killing bacterial endosperms by spores, by dry heat, longer exposure times and higher temperatures are required than with moist heat. Solution containing thermolabile compounds can be sterilized by filtration through mediums such as nitrocellulose membranes, Kieselguhr, porcelain, and asbestos sheets. UV radiation is used to keep rooms partially sterile. Bacteria and their spores are quickly killed, but fungal spores are only moderately sensitive to radiation. Ionizing radiation, that is X-ray, gamma radiation, is used to sterilize food and other compact materials. Chemical means may also be applied. Ethylene oxide is used to sterilize food, plastics, glassware, and other equipment. Generally, for sterilization, the product is canned or bottled and then heat treated in a sterilizer with steam or hot water. Sterilizers may be batch or continuous by operated. Processing authority. The Food Safety and Inspection Service scanning regulations require the presence of a processing authority to oversee the thermal processing. The processing authority is required to be an expert on food microbiology, thermobacteria, processing systems, and heat characteristics of the food. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. If you have any query, please mention it in a comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. Thank you so much for watching this video.